so I couldn't get anybody to film me. So I'm just gonna do that myself. These are the same ones I grafted out of yesterday. What I'll do is I'll set this one up as a start. Let's see how the image looks like. I can bring it closer. Okay. So this is my third box that I put on Saturday. I did swap some frames out. Yesterday I put inside a frame of brood. And that's the frame I grafted off of. And this is the frame I grafted yesterday. I like this hive because it's a 2015 queen. The original colony went queenless early on this year, and I just split it and I put one in my backyard and one in my regular bee yard. They both made a new queen by themselves. Nice brood pattern. I got eggs, larvae, everything I need. Alright, so we're gonna leave this here. It's only gonna take a few seconds. I'm gonna go over there and graft. Alright, my garage. Let me see. Yesterday I had some problems with my video, so I just want to make sure that this time I'm not gonna have any issues. Since I'm doing this by myself, I gotta be behind the camera too. Okay. So, need the veil. I don't have a second frame, so I'll just use this. It's an old frame. I already used it a while back. Since it's hard to graft in it, I'm just gonna use one of these bars. Just regular old grafting. Let me see. Let's see if I can zoom in just a little bit and lower this thing. All right. Okay, I should be able to. All right, there it is. Looks a little bit better. Now, I'm not professional enough to where I can zoom in and do all kinds of stuff. This is just a lid on a box just to keep it inclined. Yesterday when I had it, I did it with, I just set the frame on my little table here and I did it. Now I said, well, shoot, might as well use this. So, I'm gonna start grafting. Again, instructions on how to graft, I mean, that's just something you all do. And again, this is actually it's a new frame. They just drew this sucker probably in the past few weeks. I had put it in there last year, but just drew on it. So, take your time. Don't worry about destroying queen cells. My only advice would be pay attention to your larva. Make sure you don't touch it. Make sure you take all that roll of jelly with it. Make sure you don't rub it against the walls of the cells. Also make sure you get the youngest larvae you can. Let's see, the second one. I have no idea if they're gonna work or not. But, and again, I think I even said it, well, this is not my favorite one. This is just something I found laying around in my garage. I had a whole pack of them. And actually a few of them that I really liked, that I had worked on for years. And they're very flexible, very easy to work with. This one, if I push it down, it's supposed to flex and kind of go underneath. This one doesn't really flex. It just jabs the larvae, or anyways, it's not the best. Okay, so alright, so we're doing this for the sake of the video. Keep it short. Now normally what I would do, I would have my sugar water mixture 1-to-1 in a sprayer, in a pulverizer, warm, I mean 80 some degrees, you know, good room temperature, and I would spray these queen cells on the inside with a little sugar mixture. I found out that the bees will go in there, they'll clean it, and what it does for me is my larvae, they're not going to touch the bottom of my cell, and they're going to be primed kind of. Now, some guys use royal jelly. I've done that before too. Just go buy or make your own royal jelly and use that. It's whichever way suits you best. Just make sure you graft kind of the same age. You can see I go around the frame looking for. See, I grabbed this one. I don't know if you can see, but it's not right. So that one is not going to be grafted. I'm looking for another healthy one with a good dose of royal jelly in its cell. So when I grab it, it sits on its bed of royal jelly and it's not damaged. So I just push it in here slowly, make sure it's sitting on the, it never touches the plastic. Okay, last one. I don't have many. Alright, last one. Put this one in. Now, as I said, I'm going to put it in this frame. Just because it was easier to graft in here. I'll just switch them around on this one. And I mean, if you're a professional, you're not even going to look at this video. You're going to be like, come on, kid. If you're a beginner, I mean, this is just basic queen grafting. I mean, it's a regular old frame and a bag of queen cells, and I think these Chinese grafting tools, they're like a couple of dollars each or whatever. I mean, they're pretty inexpensive. I think every beekeeper, even a beginner, should have a queen excluder, so that they can do what I'm about to do. So we'll take this and keep it inclined until I put it back in the hive. Alright, and we're gonna go out there again. Okay, move this sucker up. See if I have to zoom out. Alright. Now I only have one hive here. Maybe my neighbors might have some, but I'm not really worried about it. Putting back my frame. Let me keep my queen cells out for just one more second. The reason is I want to check these frames and make sure there's no queen on it. Although it's the third box, the queen could have easily walked up here. Now this is a queen, probably first week of March, I would say. Second week of March, she started laying, something like that. She's got a bunch of brood in there, and the hive is working. You can see all this honey. I mean, I'm in a residential neighborhood. I don't see a queen on it. Usually pretty good at finding them. Chances are, with the hive being open for so long, she went downstairs. Never assume she's going to be somewhere until you can actually see her. Many beekeepers will be like, oh, she's not going to be on the honey. Well, the times I found her on the lid, on the bottom board, on the honey frames, honey supers, I mean, it's just, she'll be everywhere. Well, I don't see it. I'm not using a smoker, it's just because they're calm. As you notice, my smoker is lit and working. Well, it's not working very well, but it is here, lit. Got one more frame. Actually, two more frames I want to check. Now you should, I mean, most of the times I would have done this already before I even grafted it. I mean, my box would have been ready. All I had to do is pull my frame out, go in there, graft, come back, put it back in, and, you know, feed or whatever, and be done with it. So, you notice this is like, just look. So what I'll do, I'll try to regroup these. And again, this is just a demonstration. I mean, I don't intend on using these queens. I'll probably just eat them for royal jelly when they're a little bit older. I don't need necessarily the queens. I have them in the other one. So what we do, we put these in. All right, it's already unglued from yesterday. Let's go down for a second. Standard queen excluded. Set this on. And voila. I left the feeder out. I don't need the feeder. I just keep a standard 9 frame with a feeder in all my boxes as much as I can. And then I'll double check here. Like I said, I found her on lids many times before, so I just want to see these. Alright. Okay, that's done. And we'll come back to this one in a day, or well, in 2 days. And what I'll do, I'll just pull the excluder off, just because I don't want to, I don't want to grow those cells. It was just because yesterday I couldn't do a video because of technical problems. I noticed this one's a little bit long, so I don't know if I can edit. I hope I can. I'm not really good with videos and stuff like that. It's not really my thing. Let's see. Pulling these out. Alright, buddy, so I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 out of 16. So they started growing these. Right back. They're a little bit angry. They don't like it, but hey, let's put my I have one side that's painted. It's for, again, I know some guys are laughing, but look, I'll even return it. I'll need it for later on. All right, bye-bye.